Shalom, shalom, man. So check it out. I just want to get on here and speak on something real quick, something silly I came across not long ago. Somebody talking about fat people don't deserve to have fun, or they hate to see fat people having fun. It's like wow, man. Like okay, why? Like is your life so miserable that you can't stand to see somebody comfortable in their own skin, doing their thing and enjoying their life? No, I want to talk to y'all about this because it's kind of personal. It's something that's a little personal for me, considering I am a member of what you would call maybe the fat community. There's a community for everything, I guess. So I am I won't say a proud delegate, but I am definitely a strong delegate of the fat community. All right. So of course I had to speak out on this message real quick. Because a lot of y'all seem to think that, it's easy being fat. A lot of y'all seem to think that we like being fat. I don't care what this Lizzo generation would have you believe when it comes to that. Body positivity, that whole concept, we need to clear up what that actually is. All right, body positivity, at least to me in my eyes, is not about glorifying obesity. I don't think there's any fat person I know that truly wants to be fat, right? It's not good. Being fat is not good. It's not healthy. You have some restrictions on some of the things you can do and places you can go. It's just not healthy, right? Like you run the risk of a lot more disease. You're a lot more prone to disease than you would be if you didn't have all that fat. It's not attractive. Most healthy people are not attracted to unhealthy people. Being fat is unhealthy. It's unseemly. It's unsightly. It's just not good to look at. I am not, deceived by this notion that like being fat is good. Okay, but I'm not gonna not live my life because you have a problem with my existence. That sounds like a you problem. It's like some of y'all. I feel like y'all want us to just go hide in the closet until we, lose all the weight, and then come out and then we can be a member of society and enjoy and live our lives. That's not how it works. It takes a long time to build the kind of fat stores you need to become obese and morbidly obese, or even just to gain, just to be overweight, simply overweight. That kind of stuff doesn't happen overnight, Unfortunately, like if I had proper knowledge of like health and how to maintain my weight all my life, I would have never let myself get this way. But life ain't perfect. Not all of us started off on equal footing. Not all of us chose to, I guess, be as big as we've gotten. I've been big as long as I can remember, and then growing up, you start growing fat in places you shouldn't. By the time you're 6, 7 years old, it's like I don't even know what's going on with my own body, right? I didn't have a health class until I was a junior in high school, so I had no concept growing up of what I should do to maintain my body. So when I did learn, it's like when you do learn, okay, it's on you to make the change to, get rid of it, to reverse it, or just to do better, right? And I started making a lot of those changes in high school. A lot of people commented on just how like nimble and agile and quick I was for my size, and that's because I was losing weight. I learned how to live with my size. I learned how to move with my size. Like my body frame fit the weight that I actually put on, thankfully. Some people don't have that luxury. Some people, their weight grows out in ways that it makes it hard for them to move and breathe. Some people are shorter, which obviously the shorter you are, the more fat. It doesn't have as wide of an area to spread to, so it's kind of all like compacted, and it's just the shorter you are and the more weight you have, like you're gonna appear and you're gonna feel bigger. But anyway, so I had dropped a few pounds in high school, and but guess what? After that, depression hit. I started drinking a lot. My eating habits didn't change much. I started living a sedentary lifestyle because I was actually working from home before, way before it became trendy with the pandemic. So I didn't move a lot. I got to the point where I was depressed and sheltered and basically in hermit mode all the time, and wasn't moving a lot. Sorry about that. Ran out of space on the memory card. But I was going to say, for me, the eating wasn't even the big thing for me. I was never into like sweets and all that kind of stuff. Like for meals, it wasn't like I never had a meal like you see on like My 600 Pound Life and all that. But it was the drinking for me, because one, I was averaging maybe like, I want to say 3 12-packs a week. Sometimes I would try to do a whole 12-pack in a day. Just to let y'all in on a little bit of the struggles I've had with alcohol. But on top of that, it's also like the sodas, the juices. I used to love juice. Like you could not have juice around me. Like that thing, it would be go on in a heartbeat. Not realizing, I was thinking some of these juices were healthy. And remember, I don't have a whole lot of knowledge in health, so I'm thinking I'm drinking this apple juice, this orange juice, some of this concentrated stuff, some of this stuff that they add a lot of sugar to. Thinking, oh, it's no big deal, it's just juice. Not knowing, they don't tell you that drinking your calories is probably the biggest mistake you can make when it comes to managing your health. And I was drinking a lot of my calories. And a lot of those calories were in the form of high fructose corn syrup, which is stored a lot differently than other fats, and it behaves a lot differently. Your body treats it a lot differently. And so that's the kind of fat that can really add up quickly. And, I didn't know these things, right? I didn't know these things for a long time. And so I'm not trying to like get like any kind of sympathy. This is not some sort of sob story. This is just me like setting the foundation of what I'm trying to get across, is that some of us, unfortunately, like I said, if I had perfect knowledge my entire life, and if everything was perfect, I would have never let myself get this way. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that there are a lot of fat people who wish they had never been fat. It is what it is. The best thing we can do is wake up every day and try to do better the next day. And that's all I ever try to do in anything. But definitely in terms of like managing my weight, I have to get up, move more, exercise more, eat better, all these things. These are things that I'm responsible for. Now, having that knowledge, it's nobody else's fault. It's nobody else's problem or burden. It's all on me. And that's cool, I live with that. That's my burden. But if you think I'm just gonna sit here and like cower in the corner and lock myself out from the world just because some people are uncomfortable with seeing fat people in their purview, if it hurts you so much for me to be near you or be around you or be in the same spaces, I'm sorry, I don't give a damn. like I really truly couldn't give any less of a damn. Like, that's your problem. Like, how miserable is your life that my mere existence troubles you? Why do you hate to see fat people having fun? To me, that's not an indictment on the fat person. That's an indictment on yourself. You're projecting your own insecurities and your own, and that's what a lot of people do. Like a lot of I'm not gonna say skinny people, like I'm generalizing, but people who make it a point to belittle and really talk down on fat people, or just anybody that has any sort of defect or something that's abnormal. 9 times out of 10, they have insecurities about their own life and things that they're not happy within themselves. That for whatever reason, it's hard for them to change. That's the thing. It's like, I can lose weight, but you can't stop being an asshole. Like, not easily. At least in my experience, it's not easy for assholes to stop being assholes, and it's not easy for miserable people to stop being miserable about themselves. And that's just something you're gonna have to figure out on your own. Whatever issues you have, like that you have to try to pawn your negative energy off on somebody else, that has nothing to do with you. Like, that's on you. And I really feel sad for people like that, man. Like I'm gonna wake up every damn day and smile and be grateful that I'm still here and enjoy my life in the fullness of it therein. I'm gonna praise the Most High, and I'm gonna do what I got to do to take care of myself. And I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna go do everything that everybody else can do. And of course, I'm not like, I have decency. Okay, I'm not gonna go to a beach and take my shirt off and frolic in the sand. like I have decency. Okay, like I'm not gonna subject y'all to that horror. But yeah, I'm not just gonna be sitting in my house just doing nothing and like I said, cowering in the corner until the weight falls off. That's not how it works. Like I said, it takes a long time to get obese, so you have to think that it takes a long time to reverse it. And so, but in the meantime, I'm not gonna stop living my life, and that's just that. So you got a problem with that, people, man? Hey, figure it out, or just stay your ass in the house. I ain't going nowhere.